Hello again, welcome back to Hangar 51. Today I'm going to do a little tutorial on how to decal or sticker, as you would call them. Yes, I know the difference. Decal, water transfer, anything that's peel and stick is a sticker. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna show you some tricks on how to do these accurately. Merry Christmas! This is a Christmas present. So I was assembling it and got to very unusual for FMS to have to put any decals on it. They usually come all done, but there were two very, very complicated stickers to put on this. So I thought, well, this would be a good time to demonstrate some techniques I use. Hopefully, this will be helpful for you if you're struggling with decaling an airplane. I'm going to give you some tricks to maybe make the job a little easier for you. The decal I'm going to do today is a very compound curve and alignment decal. Now where this goes is on the underside of this scoop here, and it has to line up. I'm going to actually use this side. Okay, so it goes on the underside of the scoop here and has to line up with this upper decal here. So you have to get this to lay down in here and line up with here. And basically it's going to line up about like that. Okay, now this is a very tricky, it's a compound curve here rolling this way, and the whole thing has to roll this way, and at the same time you have to get it up right against the bottom edge of the wing there, and you have to do all that pretty much in one shot. On this particular plane, the FMS paint stays on pretty good, but if you were doing this on a different airplane and you got it in the wrong place and had to pull the decal back off, you're going to pull the paint off. So this technique's going to help you get it right the first time and make it a little easier for you. So let's get the camera in close and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prep the decal to make the job easier. Okay, you're going to need a pair of scissors, and now generally speaking, here's what I do. This could be a little extra doing, but you usually just want to cut the decal, close to the area you're going to work with, because you just want as less of material as you need. You don't need any extra big pieces. So cut it down to a very usable size. You don't have to get it exactly to the edges or super close to them. That's not really important. You just want to get the size of the decal manageable, and the smaller the better. So the least extra material, the better. So you don't have to get real neat or crazy, but get it down to. Now in this particular plane, because we're going to go right up against the bottom of the wing, I did cut this right to the edge. Now when I peel this off, it's not going to be right to the edge. Okay, and I'm going to show you that now. What you want to do, the first step is, and I already did one of these, it's this one. This is the one I still need to do. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take off the excess. And when I say the excess, I'm talking about all the peelable stuff. Did I already do both of them? I didn't think I did. Well, maybe I did. I was going to save it to show you, but oh yeah, maybe this one. Alright, well, anyway, the first thing you want to do is pull off the scrap material that's around it. Get that off your backing paper. The only thing you want on the backing paper is the actual decal you're dealing with. So go ahead and peel off the clear and the the extra of the decal that you're not using. Usually it's cut just inside. I'm trying to see if this does have it. God, it sure feels like it's there, but I guess not. Okay. But anyway, so clean off all that extra stuff, so all you're dealing with is the backing paper and the decal. That's the first step. So make sure that the decal you're working with is just the decal. You don't want to have to deal with that paper. And I'm going to show you why. You're all going to say, why? Yeah, I'm just going to peel it off. No, you're not. Okay. So here's the deal. Here's how you do this. This is how you make this job easy. Okay, so now we've got just the paper and the decal. What you're going to do is you're going to start peeling. And the first thing you got to do, guys, this is important. Go wash your hands with dish detergent. Really close. Go wash your hands with a good dish soap. Scrub them up good, because it's going to take the oils. Of course, it's going to take the dirt off, but it's going to take any oils on your skin off, so that you don't transfer that oil onto the decal, which will make it non-sticky. Okay, so do that first. And then what you want to do is you want to get the decal started, and you're going to just gently peel it back right about halfway. Just like that. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the scissors and you're going to cut the backing paper in half. And you're, why do we do that? You're going to see. Okay, so I'm going to cut that in half. Doesn't matter where. It doesn't have to be exact. Not important. You want to have the backing paper in two pieces. Now you're going to reapply the decal back to the backing paper, but you're going to leave a gap in between, right in the middle there where you cut it. You want to leave a little gap, and I would leave about anywhere from 1/8 to 1/4 inch. Doesn't have to be exact, but somewhere in that area. Also, on this one, only because, now this is, like I said, this is a little different. This is a very, very bad decal, very complicated decal to do. We're going to let the decal overhang the edge of the paper just a tiny little bit. That's just for alignment purposes. So this part's going to get a little tricky, but you want to get the decal just like that. That's good. Okay, so now we've got our little gap in the middle, and I've got the decal hanging off the edge of the backing paper just ever so slightly. Now that's so that I can get it all the way up where I need it to be when I'm aligning it. Because it's going to go right up against the bottom of the wing sharply. I can get it all the way up there now because I've trimmed it and it's hanging off. Okay, so you've done that side. Now we need to do the other side. Now normally I wouldn't do the other side. Normally, if I wasn't doing one up against the bottom of the wing like that, if it was just a normal, an insignia going in the middle of the wing, not a problem. This step was all you needed to do. But because this one's going up against the bottom of the wing, I have to do it again. And we're going to put it on the back here again, letting it overhang a little bit. That actually worked better that way. So now it's overhanging a little bit. Okay, so what has that done for me? Well, what it's done is now I have a way of maneuvering this in position, getting where I want it, making sure all my lines line up, and then pushing down right there in the middle of the decal to attach it after I've got it all positioned where I want it, and that's going to stick it down. Now I can fold this side back, pull that one off, roll it out, and I don't pull it all off at once. I start it back rolling like this, and as I'm pushing this down, it'll push the decal off. Okay? So that's the setup. Okay? First take all the excess off, and then we cut it in half and get it to this point. Okay, now I'm going to get the plane over here and show you how that actually works. Okay, so got the plane propped up. We've got our decal in hand. Now I'm going to try my best to stay out of the view of the camera so you see what I'm doing, but it's probably going to be difficult. But here we go. Okay, so here's our decal. Now, first thing we got to line up is these checkerboards have to line up. And that's not it. So we got to slide it down one. That's it. Okay? See how that lines up there? So we want to get those lined up. We're not going to try to stick them down. We just want to line them up. Okay? Best we can. And guys, it's never going to be perfect. I don't care how. I mean, you can spend days trying to make an airplane perfect, and it's just not going to happen. So just get it as close as you can, you know, the best you can, and that's good enough. Okay, so now we've got it rolling down here under the wing as tight as we can get it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to push the decal down right here in the middle where we put that gap. Okay, so I'm going to stick it down here. And it's not sticking very well. Now, anyway, I'm going to hold it down, and we're going to fold this back. And we're going to roll this off. Okay, and now I'm going to roll the decal down onto the plane as this comes off. Now that's eliminating air bubbles at the same time as we're sticking it down onto the plane. And you can stretch it a little bit. You know, it's got a little give. So if it's not laying down exactly where you want it, you know, you can pull on it a little bit and manipulate it where you want it. But just keep rolling it in as you go. And this is, you know, you should be rolling out the air bubbles at the same time, because this hump here is keeping the decal off the plane while you're rolling it. So you just keep rolling it down. Just like that. Okay. So now we've got the front half stuck down. So we're halfway home, guys. There, that's half of it. Nice and smooth, all stuck down good. Okay, now we got to pull this back off and start rolling this one down. Going the other way. Same technique, you're going to just roll it along. And when you get close to the other decal, you're going to try to, you know, I was trying to keep it on it, just touching it, like overlapping it to hold it, help hold it down. I'm not sure that's going to work, but that's kind of my intention was to do that. Let's see if we can't actually get it there. If not, you know, like I said, it's never going to be perfect. Yeah, you do your best. You try to get it as good as you can. And now, here's another trick. Okay, so it came off the decal, but I don't like exactly where it is. All right, you don't want to grab it with your fingers. Use this. Get it behind the decal. Okay, and hold on to it again. Pull it back up. You know, move it again. Get it where you want it. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm pretty happy with this. And roll it on out. Okay, so now we're going to push it down. And there you have it. That's how you do a compound decal or any decal, but I did this compound one to show you my technique. Works everywhere, but especially here in a spot where it's crucial that it gets put in a right place so that your checker's lined up and everything. And that came out pretty good. So I hope that helped. If you're if you thought that was great, comment at the bottom. Comment at the bottom here on YouTube, or like me here on YouTube, like me on Facebook, and we'll see you on the next helpful review. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.